Um, hmm, didn't hear you. Why not? Oh, you're muted, Salon.
Yeah,
Great. Hi, how are you?
good. How are you?
Tom, good. I'm doing good. Tom, how are you?
I'm good. I'm here.
Oh, good. Are you feeling okay? You didn't sound too good the other day. I forgot to ask you about that.
I'm hanging in. Yeah, I'm not at 100%.
So you have a cold? I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, just a little cough and whatnot.
Well, I hope you get better soon. I know it's I think Tom and I were talking about this yesterday, so I don't know how it is for you. I hope you're being protected from the craziness that Tom and I are experiencing. But yeah, it's been very, very busy. Has this been pretty chaotic for you this past month, the last few weeks along? Busy? Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
normal.
coming to the weekend.
Yeah, this is I think for both students and faculty, November is like the killer month.
Yeah, because you got midterms and then like finals are coming.
Final
projects and then finals.
Yeah, and I'm both my weekend, like last weekend, we were doing outreach Saturday and Sunday, and it's just like, oh, I can't even keep up with the last bit of I need to break the last bit of leaves up and get the yard mowed at some point. Somehow sneak over to Still and get rid of my old gas that I have from last snow blowing season, which I never used, right? I fired up that snow blower once. But anyway, Junior's coming at 5:30. I just want to say, I just thought, when I looked at the sprint report, it looked like there's a lot of big wins today. And it sounds like you got that networking, which is wonderful. And then I think I put this in our I think I did this in the meeting notes. I did it in everybody else's meeting notes. Yeah, so I just kind of, before we get into it today, I just want to kind of touch base about our goals for wrapping up for the semester. We have a meeting next Tuesday on November 26th, and then we have a meeting December 3rd, and then the expo.
Yeah.
So what we want to do is, I don't know, Mike's probably not with us yet, but I want to say that I think one of the most important things to wrap up is just, making sure that the documentation is in really good shape.
Yeah.
So that when the next cohort gets recruited, it's going to be kind of a seamless handoff that we could point to them. I think
We've done a bit of it, but we still have like, yeah, there's a lot more documentation to do. We're
yeah.
saying we're kind of worried about
Mhm.
how like part of the time the next team could have onboarding, just because there's a lot already present in like the ArcGIS scene, but they're going to be learning it from scratch.
They're going to have to learn from scratch. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of ramp up.
We have a lot of good documentation already, but we also have a lot of stuff that needs to be done.
Yeah, I'm looking at the documentation folder here. So we've got some really good documentation. What I find, and again, with difference between like undergraduate students like yourselves in computer science and computer science engineering, different disciplines, how you all write your documentation. I think it's typically good enough for other computer scientists to follow students.
Yeah.
For someone like me who doesn't have that kind of background, I tend to need a bit more details. Yeah, when we were doing the red cap documentation, I remember when Nathan Lehrer drafted it, Junior and I had to work through everything, and we revised almost the entire thing so that it was more instructionally sound. And the other one too, with T's documentation, when we came to like getting the data off the headsets and moving into RedCap, I had to get T in here to actually watch John and I go through the process and help us revise that documentation. So I'm not concerned. But I would recommend, certain, if there's, and again, I guess I see some of these things that, Titus authored and Zara authored, a lot of stuff's like the GIS stuff. When you guys have done that, when you all have done that, sorry for the guy remarks, sorry. When y'all have done that, do you look at each other's write-ups and stuff?
I've definitely used Titus's tutorials before when I needed like a refresher on certain.
Yeah, so Yeah, so I think it would be a good idea. So something that you see here that'll say Zara authored or that Zara. I'd recommend Titus, you give a, work through it, like
I think-
read through it. You haven't already to make sure it sounds and.
Could I offer like maybe a recommendation?
Yeah,
So it might be a good idea for me and Maddox to read theirs and them to read ours, because we have like very little experience and it might be better as if someone's coming in.
yeah. And I'm thinking about that, Maddox, that's probably a good idea, because I know you're gonna next semester or at some point, we're gonna start building a new repository with a new GIS.
Yeah, I mean, I basically- Like, I was the one who imported it initially, so I feel like I have a good
Yeah.
understanding of the foundations of it, but obviously they've added a lot.
Yep.
So, yeah, for me to understand what they've done,
Okay,
so,
all right. So, so I just wanted to emphasize that for the, focus on, all right, so. And then, so you're looking, focus on documentation. Are there other goals that you could think of that you want to get wrapped up by the end of the semester, that something like might be like hanging that you want to knock off?
I mean, I really just want to shoot for as much of the game aspect, like slash functionality being done
Okay,
in the Jacobsburg scene as possible. I mean, a lot of progress was made this week. I think we can get some of a prototype like experience done with what, like 3 weeks we have left.
all right, and then I have one more request.
Okay.
Let me just get this in. Functionality, Jacob's group scene.
One thing I want to prioritize is cleaning up our script.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Is in your data reformatting codes.
Just like nice
Yeah.
comments.
Something's been
Yeah.
breaking.
Yeah, we have a bit of bad news for today. We unfortunately broke the highlighted terms in this.
Oh, no.
This right.
I should check comments. Okay. So yeah, let's see if we can get that back. The other thing that when you're looking at Unity for everything is the next week or two, make sure you're getting rid of any red and orange conflicts. That's really important. So
In the
clean
console.
up, so I'm gonna say clean up council, and take care of any orange and red, take care of any red alerts. So all this stuff, Tom and Zalong, I'm putting into the notes. Is there anything else that you can think of that we really want to, I guess there's yellow alerts too, right? Any yellow, orange? Yeah, we don't want to pass over something that's got all these yellow stuff that we can avoid. If that's got like 26 yellow warnings and figure out what's, so part of me feels, I know you want to focus on the functionality. But at the same time, again, we've got about 2-3 weeks left. We don't want to pass over to the next group things with all kinds of alerts.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, it depends, because I want to say the Jacobsburg scene doesn't really have many errors going on or warnings.
Yeah.
So if that's the case,
I just want you to check.
yes, I will. Yeah. Because at one point I was like, when you would say like, oh, make sure to like check for the errors, I would be like, well, it doesn't really seem to be affecting things.
Yeah.
But for Mr. Lehigh Gap, when WebGL came into the picture, some of the errors that I was ignoring ended up being issued. So
This won't have a WebGL.
yeah, but I'm just saying, like, it's good to not ignore them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, is the screen being shared? Outside us?
Recording.
Yeah, I think, yeah, the recording, yeah.
Pretty good.
Alex is updating here. Yep.
There's more that I didn't really put on there. Yep.
Okay, the headset is off, okay, all right,
Oh,
well,
You don't want to update.
yeah.
yeah, cancel.
Yeah, it can.
I emailed you some screenshots, but like want to
Mm.
maybe retake them because it's hard to get a sense of while I'm in the VR headset
Mhm.
what I'm actually taking a picture of. So like the angle and like certain things could be better. A few of them. Just on the same email thread that you sent. Please.
So figure 3, that was fine. Figure 2. I think that's fine. Figure 1 looks lovely. Yeah, these will do. Thanks. Sorry, these are great.
So. So we good?
Mhm.
So this sprint, we made this tab, so.
You look up, I mean, what's the tab say? Hang it.
Do you really want to, you can have the two companies.
What happens if you click on two like right-hand things? Does it mess up?
Well, yeah, I didn't really think of that one.
It gets stacked over each other, kind of.
Yeah, they kind of stack. For now, we could prevent that from happening.
Yeah.
And another thing that's been changed is the button mappings are now symmetrical. I can press X on the menu here for the menu, while also using the right hand menu as well. I can use the right hand to place the location marker if I want to. This took a bit to figure out because before what used to happen was you were able to place two location markers, one for each hand, so one for the right hand, one for the left hand, but just unified it, so it's just one. And as I briefly mentioned earlier, the highlight of the word tributaries are broken currently. Even though it says the tributary name, it doesn't highlight it. It's broken, you gotta fix it.
I think it has to do with the button mapping.
It worked in the last, or was the second last change set?
Yeah, and then once it's the button mapping changes will grow. So, yeah, next sprint, hopefully this goes. And also it's already.
Yeah, I consolidated the land cover legends. So there's just those. Now, and then I also made the coal mine layer, which is, so it's only towards this.
There they are. Perfect. Yep, exactly where they need to be. Nice. That's great.
So I think what I might want to do is have the cities layer generate on top of the coal mines. It's covering mines.
One thing you could all, again, you could try that. Another thing that might work too is just give the coal mines layer a little transparency. Yeah, you can try 75%, see what it looks like. But it has to do with again, well, I'm not 100% sure. I would can you pull up your layer? Yeah. Coal mine, well, the coal mines are at the bottom of the list, so if it's behaving like a true GIS, yeah, you're gonna, you're gonna need transparency, right, Tom? That's probably the solution to that.
Yeah, add a little transparency, see how it looks.
Yeah, so because it's not the order, you've got it, in theory, the top layer should be,
Well, I don't think it's coded that way.
it's not
Probably not, right?
Oh.
The order in that doesn't dictate the layer order.
interesting,
Yeah,
interesting.
it's just the UI that she made, so.
Yeah, I just.
We
created
have
the UI
to,
separately
you have to
from-
basically like manually pick like what is above what, like layer
in
wise,
the scripts.
Interesting. So it
which
doesn't-
you
so it
could
doesn't-
do, it's just,
So it doesn't behave like a true GIS.
well, unless you make it that way, yeah.
None of this is from like the ArcGIS SDK. I manually altered the UI to
Yeah.
look like that.
It's just, it behaves like it only visually.
I
Hmm.
can code it to access this.
I'd love for it to be able to do that.
So the order of the layers should be,
It's
since
pretty
cities
big.
generate above all the rest, should it be at the top of the list? Is that?
Let me see what you got on the list there.
Can you look up a
When
little
you
bit?
bend down just a little or look up, sorry, other way, look up, just a little cross up. All right, so you got. So land cover, you'd want the river boundary in the river probably at the top. Is it just land use above that I'm not seeing? Is there anything else there?
No, it's just like. I think cities want to be on top of everything.
Cities should be on top of everything. You want to, all right,
writing
go ahead
it
and start drafting it. I would put, the coal mines would be at the bottom.
The coal mine should display over land cover, right? Because otherwise.
Yes.
Yeah. Otherwise it won't be able, it won't show, the land cover will cover everything.
yeah, I still think you're gonna need some, like Tom said, I think we need some transparency on that layer too.
The land cover,
No, the coal mines. Excuse me, click off the thing. This one, coal mines, yeah, we just click off.
since the land cover layer is an
Yeah, you're
image,
gonna want-
you would just cover the entire.
Yeah,
Could the rivers or the tributaries go above the coal mine though? Or no?
yeah, you want the rivers to be on top. You want that order on top. Yeah, it's just one of the things you gotta play with and test. So you get the right feeling, and it's a matter of, and the other thing too, it's sort of like, within the tutorial. Where we have people turn on and off layers to get a feel for the data displays. Yeah, it's sort of like we definitely, I don't know, I think the coal mines are fine with keeping at the bottom, adding 75. You want the land use above the, I don't know, try to see what happens. Put the coal mines underneath the land use. And then we make the coal mines,
Unless the land use is transparent, though, the coal mines won't show.
Right.
It'll just generate right on top of it. It covers everything.
in general, you're not gonna have much, I mean, the coal mines are there to show where they're from, but, it doesn't have to do really just its location in the north part of the watershed. There's no relationship, really, no important relationship, in my opinion, with coal mines and land use.
Okay.
Because it's underground. All those coal mines are underneath. They're underneath forested areas. They're, some places they might be underneath some small towns too.
With some transparency.
Like Lansford has the number 9 coal mine. The seams go completely underneath the entire town of there. in the Pocono Club tour. You know, you can't see it unless you're under the tunnel. If you ever done the tour there, it's a great tour, but. Yeah.
Nice having.
It is. It is. This is a great addition. It's all right. Nice work. Yeah. Yeah.
No,
Yeah. All right. What else you want to show on the map?
That's pretty much it.
So you're gonna go to the Jacobsburg scene. Has to be in a different branch, but. Yeah,
We didn't merge the branch yet.
We have 3 branches.
Do you need to merge today?
I think it's fine if we don't.
We
okay.
can, but it's.
They have some issues when you work out with like this.
Yeah, their most recent push
Yeah.
had some issues, that's why we did.
It'd be better to merge.
Yeah.
The
Tributary highlight.
Try to fix the highlight.
Yeah, that's what we did, but okay.
Yeah, we want that tour. You put so much time and effort into that, and it worked out so nice.
I think the
Bottom
bottom,
one,
yeah, it's the bottom.
most recent one.
And then so this you haven't merged back yet to main. huh?
No. I'll take over then.
Yeah, another thing that we might need to do is like unify the control scheme and buffer and Jacobsburg.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how we're. I'm gonna do that.
before to wrap up the semester, like. Consistent controls between Jacobsburg and.
The thing is that we're leaving like Jacobsburg as. Like a. Two-handed thing, kind of, so. Like, I think RGS being one-handed makes sense, or just like the controls being like symmetrical. But the way,
It kind of doesn't really make sense, because you're gonna be using 2 hands for the net.
yeah,
To have one-handed control.
yeah, that's kind of the main.
I guess one thing that we can unify is like the control sticks.
Oh, like they both move forward.
So
Yeah, that definitely could, because
You definitely need both of them for.
Yeah, but you don't really need the right stick to like turn.
no,
It's
like
kind of
how it is in the RGS scene
Yeah.
is that you move forward and backwards, but doing it sideways. Actually,
Yeah,
turns-
if you could make it like that in the Jacobsburg scene, but with like both sticks. Then that'd be fine, yeah, that'll work. Okay. Make sure.
I'm excited to see.
Yeah. Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to, really just sort of thinking,
Yeah, I think they're in the RGS.
And,
Probably.
Yeah.
yeah.
feel bad Junior can't pop in right now and see all this. Exciting. We'll see the screenshots. Yeah, I think I finished drafting the manuscript. My goal is, I have grading to do. And then I have one more thing with a manuscript from my doctoral students. It's except with revisions. So I gotta get the revisions. I gotta look at his revisions.
Oh,
So,
so.
and then after that, if I have time this week, if I can get those 2 things, I'm hoping I'll have, it doesn't take me long. I just need to find like just 2 hours to get the figures in there, and I have to format the manuscript draft in the iLearn format. And then I was going to, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna send it to everyone at the same time to you. I think what we're trying to do, we put an internal deadline for us by, I can't remember, it was like Thanksgiving or something. Worst case scenario, comes Thanksgiving, we see all, but I want to get it done sooner.
It's quite a lot of.
No,
on your
okay.
plate.
And again, it won't take you all long. I mean, it's like no, it can't be more than 5 pages. pages. It won't take you long to read. It's just a matter of making sure everything I said is accurate. If there's any terminology needs to be correct. We just finished junior the stealth assessment on junior. Got juniors at last edit, so conclusion to that one this morning. Yeah.
There we go. I was like, where's my texture? Okay, so. First of all, how do you think, well, I'll hold it. So here's how, I'll tell you the tiny implications of like. The only kind of issue with it, but I thought I'd do like this, the grabs here,
Oh,
and I
look
can
at
grab
that.
here.
Oh,
and
nice.
yeah. So first of all,
Can we maximize this?
oh,
Yeah, the
Yeah,
scale.
does that look nice?
there is a little like like you can see how I can kind of move my hand with it, but like. It's still like your. I'll wait until you
Maximize.
yeah.
Yeah,
still
wow,
kind of
bingo,
do it.
look at that.
I'm like going out of the body, okay. Yeah, so this little part I believe could be like ironed out, it's just mainly like getting into where you can. You know, like do this.
I'm gonna make a recommendation for y'all.
Yeah.
Like this next week or something this week, yeah, make a little time, take a little video of this and send
Yeah.
it to Rob and Warren.
Okay.
Rob's gonna be thrilled to see this.
I looked at I found there were like the pictures of when you guys did the trip,
Yeah,
and that's what I looked at to make it like. I could probably turn the transparency up or like down because it's like a little too deeper, but other than that, it's actually like, I don't know what texture this is, it's like a random. Like tree texture or something that looks enough like yeah.
No, that's perfect.
But yeah, maybe I'll figure this part out, but like I mean, I was happy with just the fact that you can do that.
Let's take priority over which hand you
Yeah,
grab.
so that's one of the things that's, so first of all, technically you can grab it here and it'll go here, not a huge issue. But the thing is we're probably gonna have to instruct them like where to grab it first, which I think would be fine. Because if you try to grab, like if I try to grab it with my right hand on the right handle, it's gonna grab it here with my right hand, which isn't really ideal because I'm like doing like that. But
So once you grab it, you have to use both controllers to hold it?
you don't have to, like I can pick up like one hand.
Okay.
And it's like that just doesn't really make much sense,
Right.
because like it's, you know, I wouldn't think you'd want to hold it like with one hand.
Wow.
But yeah, you can then grab this and yeah, like. Wow, that's great, you can do that, so. And then, yeah, I mean, if I grab it, it's. It basically, it's like there's a primary and secondary attach point, so. Regardless of where I grab it here, it's gonna go there. And then you can grab the other side, just a secondary one. But, yeah, but if I also if you like have it both hands. Up the back, and you let go with the first one, goes over there, it's kind of weird. Probably be ironed out again, but I mean. Just having it work this way is pretty.
That's a
Major
major
win.
win. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is great.
It was like so annoying to figure out, but I did find that really helpful YouTube video, so. But yeah, is it a good size, you think? Is it like?
Yeah.
Appropriate? Oh,
it's really good.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
And then, yeah, here's the stream tray, that has water, kind of
Yeah.
see through.
and it's different color than the river now,
So
so.
it's a little bit,
brown.
yeah, you see, it's not the same color as the water, so there'll be little things in there. But the other part that we have here is.
So another one, if you put this in the notes, maybe Zara for you too. So I would also,
Be shorter,
well, recommend reach out to Rob on the
Yeah.
color of the stream table and ask him what he thinks about the
like the
color.
silver, you mean?
We were looking
No, the
at,
water.
Oh,
Because typically when you do this, it's not clear water. It usually does reflect what you see
Okay.
in the stream. It could be
yeah, it could
murky
be easily
and
changed,
stuff.
this is just like.
we were going off the pictures in the drive from when y'all did the macroinvertebrate survey,
Hmm.
and it looked really, the water in that looked really clear.
There, yeah,
It's James.
it's, well,
It was like clear, but then there was like obviously like the macroinvertebrates and some stakes and stuff.
yeah,
But
yeah.
the
I guess
water
it's
stuff
fine.
was
Yeah,
really-
you're right.
You see what I.
It will be a lot
Go like
clearer.
this and turn.
Yeah.
It's interesting, but honestly, that's not that bad. Like, obviously, it's not like
Yeah,
ideal, I guess.
one question that will come up is like, how are we gonna make the controls consistent between Jacobsburg and
Yeah.
Artisma, if we're trying to do one.
But I think we talked about, you said like both sticks can move you like forward.
Hmm.
I just, though, we still need to have a way to, like, how you
But
did
if
the
you're gonna
controls
route
where it's
it
like,
out with two.
yeah. If you do it at the exact same time, I mean, that working fine. Do it here. But it isn't fall apart at least.
Yes.
Right.
Looks like that.
So yeah, then we have this panel. So basically, this is he's kind of in the way. I'll go through, and then also this is here, right? That would be in fact. But
Hold your head still for a second.
this is the unsorted one.
So
I think I got the names right. I'm not like, oh, I forgot Scott's here. The scientific name.
yeah,
But I wasn't sure about if I got the names right or what exactly you wanted the scientific names to be. Because this is like the first two parts of it. Because the names are like it's like four, I guess, like
Words.
yeah. There's like dorsal at the end or like dorsal light.
The dorsal is like, I think, the like locate, it's like the location, it's not part of the thing.
do you need these fact checked? Like
Yeah.
you do?
We could
Okay.
send that.
Because like looking them up on Google doesn't always, the pictures don't like match the pictures we have to drive.
Also, yeah, another thing is
Right.
some of the pictures in the drive have just the scientific name. Some of them have just
Yeah,
the,
so I have to like reverse, like initially I had to like reverse search the scientific name
Mhm.
and figure out what it was, but then some of them you have to do the opposite where it's
Yeah.
not the scientific name and you have to figure that out. The scientific.
yeah.
So like, I don't know if that's a black fly for sure. That's definitely a crayfish. That's definitely an aquatic worm. But I don't know. I'm not entirely certain about the names.
So what you
Because there's also in the drive, there's like multiple things with like that have like the ephemeroptera like
Mhm.
thing. And there's like, and then also like Odonata, there's like two.
There are duplicates.
Yeah,
So,
well,
but they're different pictures, so.
well, again, the first name is what we call the genus, and you can have different, you can
Yes.
have a lot of different species. So,
Yeah.
so with dragonflies and crayfish, it doesn't surprise me if there's different types. I know for a fact there's
Yeah.
different species of crayfish.
So would that mean that we want
So
all the pictures of them or just like one? Like,
no, just one represent, but I
Okay.
think what we need to figure out is that the right genus species of the crayfish one would find in Pennsylvania
Yeah.
streams?
Yeah,
So you can have me do the fact checking on this. So just,
all right.
and I'll put this in the notes.
Yeah.
Zara, you seem to be in there, right? I think. If you can just send me a list of what you have with the genus and species as an
Okay.
email.
I've only done the Jacobsburg ones. If you want, I can go through and do all of them. And but like matching up
Well,
or-
uh,
like these are all the ones that are in Jacobsburg. At least I-
yeah, I mean, let's just worry about the Jacobsburg for now. And, yeah, just send me what you have as a list, an email, and like something like that will not take me long. So if I find hey, I got 15 minutes, I can fact check that fairly
Okay.
quick.
Well, like what would you use to, like, do you just know then?
Yeah, I just use right Google searches. I'll do a couple searches
Yeah.
with, cray genus, species, name, crayfish,
Yeah.
in Pennsylvania, see what I get.
Okay.
And, if need to, if I run into any issues, I'll let you know, and I can always reach out to Rob and Lauren to fact check.
Okay.
I would just run this straight through Rob. I mean, you're already going to be reaching out to him about
Yeah.
the tray. And,
All right.
it's whatever he thinks is best. Then my only comment is that dragonfly.
Yeah.
Should probably be dragonfly larva. I mean, these are all larvae, but just people have an image in their head of, oh, this is a dragonfly, and that's not that.
Yeah.
Versus like crayfish, the word and the image match what people have in their head.
That doesn't look like something that'd be called a black fly too, to me. Like I don't.
Could be a
Yeah.
lot.
So
Yeah,
maybe you need larva for everything. I don't know. But again, check it all with Rob. is what
Yeah. let's take advantage of Rod. He's the content expert on this
Okay.
stuff, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and you have Lauren's Forster's email too, right? So you
Yeah.
send it to both Rob and Lauren together. That's what I would recommend.
My controller.
And if you get a screenshot of that too,
Yeah.
you know, to send it with them, say, hey, you know, here's our kind of initial thing. He'll be thrilled to see that. You know, so we
Okay.
want to, you know, just make sure it's accurate, and we need to, you know, say, hey, should we put for blackflies, should we put blackfly larva, dragonfly larvae, and then can we just double check the genus and the species for this?
Okay.
Yeah,
That
that looks wonderful.
and then
It's nice.
speaking of, reaching out to Rob,
Mhm.
will they need, do you have any idea what like kind of parking paths they would need to come to the, or like poster expo?
Are they
Something Bruce
supplying,
wanted to-
are they supplying?
I believe so.
Yeah, I mean, they would, yeah, for the visitor lot, if they need a parking pass, we could.
That's something we need to ask them about.
Yeah, but ask them if they're available, send them,
Yeah.
send them an invitation to the
Okay.
expo, see if they're available.
So,
Yeah, I will tell, I mean, Maddox, you heard Lauren, I mean, it sounds like they're just really swamped over there at Jacobsburg right now.
yeah,
For the next few weeks, so
so
they lost the staff member, Curtis.
there's like 4
Curtis.
people running the entire building. Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, I wouldn't hold our breath that we're gonna get them to come, but I know they would love to come if they're
Yeah.
available.
So then we have this button to sort them. And that puts them into the categories.
Take a screenshot of that too and send it to Rob.
Yeah.
That'd be cool, yeah.
I'll move
that's-
this
That worked out
screenshot.
great, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
That's
good.
That's lovely. That's
Um,
nice.
I mean, it could look a little nicer, like, but I mean, it's,
Like the functionability, I mean,
Yeah.
it's nice.
there's only 2
And-
taller.
And again, so for you in the headset, Maddox, you're with all the text, you can read it. It's not grainy at all for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, does it look grainy on the
No,
computer?
No,
not too much. I mean, it's just when you move and stuff. It's,
Oh, I mean, I would say
but it's the projection, you know, that's what I'm saying is,
the,
as long as it looks,
the text is a little, I mean, I guess it should kind of do it.
because you do have enough space there to increase those, the font a couple
Yeah,
points.
I do.
Yeah, try to put that on the.
Yeah, it was
notes,
just, I didn't
sorry,
want,
increase the
I didn't want the
font a couple
the
points.
individual, like macros to be too like squished, like I wanted to space them out like vertically,
Yeah,
but I could maybe make like the header.
but no, no, you're not going to, just increasing it just a few points. I mean, I don't know what you have it now.
Oh,
it's
for like
12
the
points.
font, but not the images.
Yeah,
yeah,
images are fine, just
All right.
include, just the words should be
Yeah.
a little bigger, that's all.
Okay. But yeah, basically, there would be like a move on button, but I mean, you can go back and forth between these stuff.
That's true.
I forget what exactly we want to do, like, for the scoring system. Did we talk about, like, if there was gonna be a scoring system, like, oh, did you get like a good sample or that kind of thing? Forget it.
You know, let's not worry about the game
I think we're pretty
mechanics.
far away from being.
Yeah, let's not worry about that. Y'all don't, remember, we said, we just want functionality this year. That's all,
Okay.
that's our goal. Let's not worry about the. You know, we got, a good nice start to the storyline. At some point, we'll have to talk about, you know, the next cohort, you know, we'll entertain the discussion and say, all right, so we got this functional. Now we gotta think about, you know, game mechanics, because we want to make this more game-like, include some gameplay elements, what might be, you know, the language that makes it challenging. I mean, and Maddox heard this yesterday. I had my class of 5 students for the face-to-face in my section, and just so happened I had them in the lab, and it said the module that week was game-based learning, and so I had them do Flood Adventure, and I had them do Flood Adventure and Mystery of the Lehigh Gap, and they were all engaged. I mean, and when they talked about how they found the games, what they had to do, the challenging tasks, both of them, and they were using the words that basically described like a state of flow or flow like, when you're so immersed and engaged because you got the right skill, challenge, balance, and they said, yeah, I was in flow. You know, they all said that. So that's kind of like what at some point we'll want to do that with this, make it game based so that you're engaged in doing it, that they kind of are so absorbed in this. And I don't know what that looks like yet, but I think that'll be fun for the next group to kind of dig deep and that's you know, I'd say we've been really successful with that, with those two activities.
I didn't realize it actually worked well for this, but you can actually like pick up things. You're not gonna pick the rocks up with the net, but yeah, you can pick it. It works for. It looks like I have to change the layering for the rendering because when it's over the water. Yeah. I mean, yeah, so that's about it.
That's terrific.
for-
I was like, that's
I did
great.
make some of the
Yeah.
bushes smaller because they were too big for like the scale of like how big the player is. And the fisherman is like your size actually. Pretty much. He's like a tiny bit taller.
I mean, this is assuming that we're sitting down, right?
Yeah,
We're
just
stand up.
Now I'm towering over him. So
I mean, you kind of talk, trying to find a female, right, or something.
Yeah.
At some
I
point,
was,
so.
I
yeah,
asked about these.
speaking of that, I
Yeah.
have. The last branch, I have like, not a ton to show, but a lot like I learned.
Uh-huh.
About the like new thing that Junior talked about, the Mixamo thing. I
Yeah.
learned and also documented how to like get assets from there as well as like animations
Yeah.
and chain animations, which I found pretty cool. So I can like animate them and I have an asset like animated and, you know, clapping and sitting down. And yeah, so I learned and documented that, and I guess I can work with Maddox on integrating it into this scene with like the story. It's in the third branch if you want to.
Oh, sure.
It's not like, it's just like one asset that I was playing around with, but there's a bunch on the scene. I tried to find a female one. The only issue is,
Mhm.
I don't know if it was lighting in the test scene or not, but it does look a little like. I didn't think it was lighting because I messed around a lot with lighting to try and make it look good, but the material, the one thing I still haven't learned fully is the material that they use on their assets that I downloaded are pretty weird to work with. But other than that, it
When I
works.
imported the trees, it was hard to figure them out.
It
Like
works
shaders
fully.
and stuff. That's something you don't really have set up for you.
It's in the, are you in the right branch? It's in the test scene.
This one. That's an HDRP or test environment.
The first one, I think.
So I just want to point out, since y'all been engaged in this and haven't looked at it, Tom wrote like some great documentation advice there for your
And if
documentation.
you go into VR,
And he's spot on, so I take this to heart and y'all should do it.
and here it doesn't look like it, but once you start, it will actually be like moving and animated with different animations. I also learned how to like chain them together, and I also imagine like you could have them do different things based on like different inputs from the user. I can work with Maddox on integrating story. Big scene.
So with this, this is Maximoto,
Oh, we got
right?
all the old net things that we tried to do.
Turn.
Oh. I
The
think
hair
I'll load
seems-
in a second.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I have like fully documented how like everything works too, so it should be pretty easy to integrate it into the scene.
Okay, and you can change clothing pretty easily? Or not?
There's a
Maybe
certain
possibly.
amount of like assets for people
Mhm.
that it's not like you have complete control over everything in terms of the people. The animations you kind of do, but like the people.
I think you could get creative in terms of figuring
Yeah.
out how to get different.
But there was quite a few that I think would work. I just
All
didn't
right.
know if I could find any like fisherman one. I feel like they're more like normal looking, like basic people.
That'd be fine. Again, just like, by
The
looking-
lighting, it's.
just
yeah,
like
those-
shoes are gonna be important. She's not
Yeah.
wearing the right kind
Yeah,
of shoes. there.
I can definitely find one that will fit the scene
If
better.
the sun was facing this way, if she would look better and she stood like.
Yeah. And I've figured out like all the animation stuff, all the like importing stuff, because it was kind of weird to figure out. There's a lot of quirks to it, but I got it all documented too, so it should be easy to replicate.
That's great, Hunter.
We can replace our,
All the oldness. Look how far we've come.
we can replace our stagnant
And
fishermen.
that's what that.
Wait, that one doesn't really care which hand you hold it first.
Yeah, but it doesn't work.
Yeah.
I can figure it out. I have. Well, it's tough because you have to assign primary attach, like a primary and secondary attach point. I don't know if there's a way to script it to like. No, actually there probably is. It's scripted to know which way you're, or which hand you're picking up with first. I didn't think about that, but I could definitely have done. But I don't think it'd be like that.
So I can work
Look
on
at that.
adding this to the Jacobsburg scene, that can matter if you want.
Yeah.
I'm finding the asset that fits.
These are all the updates today?
Yeah,
Wow,
short and sweet.
short and sweet, and the junior didn't even get in here yet, okay.
Yeah.
Um,
You did, oh, actually. there's a-
okay. All right, so these are all the updates. This is fantastic. You all have just done a phenomenal job across the board. So it looks like we need to fix the tributary later. That's kind of a priority. We work on the documentation. A lot of documentation time. For the expo, we had talked about probably having we'll use this computer, we can put a headset to it and y'all can have some demos going on in here. Nice. I think
Yeah.
typically what they'll do is maybe have the posters just outside the door as a way to, with everybody else be out in the space. And then
You'd have
can
one
just
person
kinda-
at the poster, one person like at the computer and like.
Oh,
rotate
is
it.
that expo happening here? Or-
Yeah, I
Oh,
think they have it out here in the bay. They,
that's really nice.
But I think we're.
think we're doing it on the-
here.
I think, yeah, usually. I don't, I hope they do it made last few years, and Mike can correct me if I'm wrong, they did it upstairs in that hall and it's just so cramped. There's no room up there to move, and I think,
He made it seem like we're doing it in here. You
Yeah.
said like the same place we did the. Or like,
Or end of the year. Get together.
was that out here?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great, perfect, yeah, so that, yeah, before they've always done it upstairs, and what we'll probably do in here is, have you, like I said, have this as a demo thing to show, and we'll have some folks, probably that computer, maybe we'll try to get a few other laptops available for, people to play Flood Adventure. I think we might be, I get the expo, I'll talk to them Friday, but the data's coming in at work. Decide to do.
Do you guys think we needed make documentation on plastics?
It's already there, right?
Technically,
Yeah.
but
Um,
maybe a short and concise, like.
Or like certain, I mean, I guess junior would still go over things, or
I would
there's
like
certain
to-
things that I learned where it's like.
I would like to
oh,
advertise shelving. But I guess if you only work on one device, it's not like as helpful,
When you're checking in, don't check.
but it's
in
still a
certain
good
things.
like checkpoint, because you can shelve. And you know that you won't. What you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a good.
Mike, what do you have for us today?
Not a whole lot, just an update on the parking pass. It'll be a generic parking pass if we need one. We don't need the license plate number on that. And I reminded all the teams that posters are due in to core site by Friday. The faculty will grab them from core site and send them over to print services and get the posters made. And then faculty will pick them up and have them available in Building C for the expo itself.
I assume that means you, right? Not us.
No, it'll be the capstone adjuncts.
And we'll keep your poster too. When you're done with it, we'll put it out. For so long, Tom and I work in Iron Cook, we have a lot of capstone posters out there. Highlight the work that's done. And I think it'll be our first GIS poster up there. So yeah, I'll be really looking forward to having it up there, new poster.
We also have some sort of Easter egg in here somewhere.
Yeah. But
Not sure what in there.
Yeah, yeah, if you haven't done an Easter egg yet, see if you can find a fun Easter egg.
Maybe put it next wall.
What?
The cat.
The low resolution cat.
We used it as a, like,
That's
computer has a macro invertebrate images, we use just like the cat.
And maybe like our logo too. You like inside the building. I think we put one in there. And we put one
The
here
max,
too.
the maxwell like on top.
Cause
of
you
the-
can't even go in here, really, but I mean. Yeah, it goes on. I never put windows on that, but I don't think I care.
You know what might be fun to do
Yeah.
actually? You think about our river logo?
Yeah.
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 Go to the stream, you have a stream table real quick?
Oh, this is that older one, but there's water in it, cause this is a different.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe it might be a nice little thing to just kind of stick it on the stream table or something. On the
Oh.
Table, it's not the stream table, the table, you know.
Oh,
you
this
have-
table.
Yeah.
Slapping the logo onto the net.
Or the net handle. The net handle,
We
you
put
could
it
get if you tap it on there.
Does he put a summer, maybe, this summer, yeah. We put on that, well, we might not keep him, maybe, is that weird? But whatever, like,
Net handle the cop.
we could put the logo on like the fish or on the person, angler.
Yeah, put it
whatever.
on their cap or their
Yeah.
shoulder.
Or the screen table, or like the building or something, yeah.
If we get the poster presentation like drafted and done, could we send you it like on Thursday? Maybe
I
that's
thought
time
we
to
planned
review,
to get it,
or
do we
Wednesday
plan to
night?
get it done tomorrow?
I think Thursday.
Thursday doesn't leave a lot of time to get.
Yeah, so Wednesday night, probably.
Yeah, I'm free on Wednesday.
If we email it to you, do you think you have time to?
I don't know, I can't promise. Like I said, I got
Yeah,
grading, I got
stuff.
these two things and try to get these things done here. But if I have time, sure.
We'll send it if you don't have time.
When do you need it? When do you need it back by?
We're gonna submit it on
Friday
Like
night.
Friday night? Okay, yeah. I mean, I have a lot, my morning's sort of protected, thank God, to try to finish up a couple things.
You can send it to, if you can't get to it, it's fine.
Okay, yeah. Like I said, you heard us speaking, everybody's just very swamped right now.
I'm busy time.
And Junior won't have time, he's really. Okay, well, I guess that's it, huh? We're adjourned for today then?
Gonna get
No
it.
issue.
All right.
Yes,
Well, sweet, I'll text Junior, let him know that we're adjourning. That he missed out, some cool updates. All right,
Thank you.
yeah. Oh. Go ahead and stop recording.
yeah, that's what I'm.
All right. Yeah, if you could stop recording, that'd be great.
I mean, I'm gonna copy, rest of Resac, send a message about, the one that this goes, so. Oh. So, good to end it.
Yep, all right, bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.
Again, take care.
Thank you.